Hey, yo, what's up? This is Chris, the Coach Ken. Normally do two videos like this in one day, but I just had to get this out. So a lot of times we think we're trying to figure out why seems like we're almost there to that destination, then something happens. Um, I remember on an old video I did, we had to question: is it a setback or is it a reset? So sometimes it could just be a reset, but sometimes it's also a resistance. What I mean by resistance, remember, resistance is when you're pushing against something or trying to reframe something from coming through or accepting something, or you're resisting, you turn it away, right? And sometimes we can sabotage our own work, right, by resisting what God has already set up in this universe to come to us. So, for example, if we say and believe different, can be resistance. So, in other words, we can believe that, hey, I'm gonna get this new job or this new whatever, I'm gonna venture out and start a new business, but we say something totally different on when it's get tight or things look a little challenging, whatever. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We say something different. We let something come out of our mouth that is counterintuitive on what our belief system says. And so you have to understand that in what God has created in this universe, how the universe works is endless possibilities. There's endless support. There's endless supply. There's nothing lacking, right? And so we control that destiny. We're waiting on God to do something, but it's us. We control, because we control how our outcomes will be. And so if we're thinking one thing and saying another, that's a resistance. Also, if we are changing and evolving, right? And you're still holding on to the old thinking patterns. I did a video earlier about, I did a live earlier about how we think and how we our subconscious and so forth. And so if we are resistant to change, that can stop our growth, right? If you're resistant in terms of you've been blessed where people want to give to you and bless you or help you out or support you or help you financially, and you're like, no, I'm good. Nah, you're trying to be modest and so forth. That's a form of resistance, right? Because you asked for, you asked or you wanted something financial, something you needed financially, or you needed some type of relief in some area, and then it comes, and then you're like trying to be modest or trying not to accept it because I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to take from someone. No, you're putting up a gate, a fence to what you've been really believing for, what you have been trying to go for. So sometimes we put up our own resistance and we sabotage ourselves by the things we say and how we think. And sometimes it's the people we hang around, because you may have an idea, you may be thinking of starting a business, you may be thinking of doing something out of the ordinary, moving or whatever, and then you go talk to someone who is not on the same frequency, not on the same level, and they talk you out of it. Guess what? You just stopped the progress. Just stop the progress. So it is important to, one way I know for me, because I had that issue, is for me, I've been learning to really, one thing I've learned is, in order to stop resisting, is you gotta let go. I know we say let go and let God, but I'm saying just let go of what you think is gonna happen, your perception based on erroneous thinking processes or somebody else's negative histories or outcomes, trying to force it to happen. I gotta make this happen. I'm gonna work 3 jobs and I'm gonna get this, and you're forcing this. You're actually causing it to delay. You're pushing against it, because remember, God created this universe where everything is just endless supply, and it just happens. I've had things in my life recently where it just happened. Once I laid back and focused, he said, well, Chris, am I supposed to focus on that? I've been applying for a job or doing this, and I'm supposed to, no, you apply for the job and then you get your mind on something else. Let it work out, because God, who created this universe, has tools and things in place where it's going to work out for you. It will work out. But as long as you focus on it, you're blowing up the problem. You're putting this energy that's worry, stress. Are they going to hire me? I'm just saying that. Is it going to work out this way? No, you're actually causing it to bring more hindrance, and you're putting up a resistance to the flow. God has set things in place, the universe, where things, they flow. And we can put a wall up, we can hinder it by trying to press too hard or thinking opposite of what we believe, or being counterintuitive on how we speak and how we think, and who we're around, and what advice we're getting, and how we're pondering on the negatives. Be careful, be mindful. Don't put up the resistance. Let it flow. All right.